It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a give, running right. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pass play now. He's on the move. Now he fires it deep down the near sideline.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Finds Hyatt. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Seahawks with 6 DBs out there. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go!
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
Receiver gets it on the handoff. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
1st and 10 from the 41.
70 range. Come 19.
Back to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
So 3rd down, Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set.
Here we go, set. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. Panther Street.
Here's a throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
On first down, they'll run. And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He'll look to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, New York! The Giants parlay the interception into points. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alert! Set up, go!
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
One quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. It's a 2-score game early. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, Warrior 70. Set up.
He'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's complete right side. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 18. Pioneer. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Walker on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Running on second with White. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They'll run here on first down. This is ahead for about 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Pass play coming here. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. The Giants using their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So fourth down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go!
Here's Walker running right. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Mustang 19. Here we go, set. 18, Rattler. Ready?
From the 27. Pass complete to Walker. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks with 1st and 10. They're throwing it. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Set up. Warrior 70. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Ready?
Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and throw it here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Okay, ready?
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Set. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Ready?
Looking for a throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Launches one deep downfield. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to the air here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Cut 19. Take go.
He's dropping back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now looking to throw. Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it."
18, here we go, set, 69, 69.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Let's go. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll throw on first. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Go.
He'll throw it. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go, here we go. Ryan.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's contained at the line for no gain. Mafe bringing that play to a halt. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 back,
to throw it on first down. Like a good target, Brock, Neighbors is there. And what a hit there. Ouch, she paced the press for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Cut near the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He keeps it himself. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No pickup on the run, and now it's 4th and goal.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. They'll run for it with White. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants push their lead further to start the half. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Throwing off the play fake here. Searches from the... Down he goes! The Giants got to it! And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Five men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of third down.
Mustang 19. Stephanie. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
19 Tiger. 19. Set up. Check go.
A give up the gut to Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Second and 3.
The 27-yard line.
Lays out. What a catch. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw here on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Into the hands of Walker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll throw it yet again. It's caught Metcalf. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing it again here. Walker hauls it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Dragon 60.
34-yard line.
From the 34. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Set.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That's good for 7 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's go now. Check go.
They'll throw it again. Has it down close. It's a Seattle touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19, go! 60 Bobcat!
Back now, pressure on its way. This is complete to Neighbors. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, Shaq.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Giants ready to move to a perfect 10-0.
Ready up.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go. Viking, XC. Go.
They give it to him again. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Third and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, a run for White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now Seattle going to call a second timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. They send a man in motion. Setting up a throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants have likely locked up the win right there. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And yet another challenger is vanquished.